All right, so today's topic was given to me by one of my Facebook friends. I kind of take this subject to heart because I really think something needs to be said about it, and it's also very controversial. So if you got a problem with it, I probably don't care, to be honest, because I feel what I'm saying is the right thing. Uh, all right, to start off, a couple of little facts for you. In 2012 and 2013, 150 billion people in the United States were getting some sort of benefit from the government. And only 3 million of those were veterans. That makes 49.5% of the United States population in 2012 and 13 were getting benefits from the government. That is that is half of this great country that can't work and earn their own money, can't get up off their rear and do the right thing and make the right choices to have a successful life. And so, to me, there are only two groups of people that should really be getting benefits. And once again, this is very controversial. I don't really care what you have to say. And the first one is veterans. Veterans should be able to get help from the government. And I have many reasons why. One big one is they are the ones who are keeping you in this country and keeping you an American. Because without some of the veterans that have came in the great wars, World War II, I mean, Vietnam, Korea, uh, any of those places, Afghan, Iraq, imagine if those countries have defeated us, where we would be right now. I might not be allowed to make this video. You might not be allowed to critique this video that I'm making because we would have lost a lot of rights in this great country if it wasn't thankful or wasn't uh, produced by them. So the veterans are kind of the roots of this country. They're the ones who protect it and kind of help it be what it is today. A lot of people talk about this great nation that we have, the United States, the greatest nation in the world, but nobody likes to talk about who's keeping it that way. And so to me, the veterans really should be getting some help. If you go and are fighting for the greatest country in the world and you get your leg blown off, you should be able to get help. And to me, it's as simple as that. Another group of people is single women or pregnant women. To me, a mom should not have to work and raise a kid on her own. That's a hard thing to do. I mean, I wouldn't really know, but I can tell. Imagine if you were pregnant and you couldn't have a job because you're pregnant, and you also have another kid maybe, and you got to feed one kid and pay rent and take care of yourself, so you can have another kid on the way and raise them. So a single mother has to be able to not just work for herself, but also for two kids. And you can't really raise two kids to be good people if you can't support them. That's to me a way a mother's going to lose her child, because if she can't pay for her house and she can't pay for food, before you know it, people are going to be taking her kids away, and nobody's going to want her to have kids. And I'm sure those other little groups of people that deserve a little bit of welfare or any sort of government profit. But to me, those are the two biggest ones. Is veterans, for one, they are why you are in the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And then single women that are either pregnant, or have little ones that can't really work and take care of kids, because you can't expect that out of anybody. And all right, let's put that aside. There's all those people that have it right now. There's the 49% or whatever it is. Even if you're on welfare, I strongly believe that if you are on welfare, you should have to work at least towards getting a better life. You have to at least be showing you're trying to make improvement to get a job, or showing you're trying to go to school, or do whatever you can to get better, because there's a lot of people that are still on drugs, still, doing nothing to get a job, and they're just living off welfare, which is retarded to me, because people are working hard to pay for you because you're too lazy to get up off the couch and do something yourself. That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. So I firmly believe that if you want to get on welfare, you should be drug tested right off the go, and sign saying that you'll get drug tested every month. You should be clean. If you're wanting to get free money and you can't give up drugs, to me, if I was in that situation, I would give up anything just to be able to live my life and maybe take care of my kids, have some money to take care of my kids. So if you can't give up drugs, you don't need drugs to live. If you can't give up drugs to get a better life for your family and you, then it's not okay. And so I honestly do think that if you are on welfare, you should have to get up off your lazy ass, I'll say it, lazy ass, and go out and get a job. Quit smoking pot and doing cocaine when you can drop all of that to have a little bit of money from the government. And that's just sort of my take on it. So to me, if you want to live in the greatest country in the world and get helped, you got to help. You got to help other people out too. And that's all I really got. So once again, to kind of sum things up, half of the United States is on welfare as of 2012, 2013. And I firmly believe that veterans should get some sort of help because they are the roots of this country. They are what makes this country the greatest country in the world. And then single mothers with children as well, because they're also bringing up the youth. They're the one taking care of the youth. And I can't imagine doing that without a father there helping provide money and do all that. And that's all I really got. Thanks for listening.